Alright, and we should be live, so that way I can say welcome everybody to tonight's race here in RPM Esports F1 Sao Paulo. It looks like a sunny qualifying so far. It's the last race of F1 2020. Tonight I won't be alone on the commentary. I'm welcomed by Matt Johnston. How are you doing, man?
I'm good, thank you, Rick. Happy to be here for the first commentary here at RPM. I'm excited for tonight at Sao Paulo. We've got a good lineup, full grid pretty much, so I'm excited.
Yeah, and same feelings for me as we see the first cars coming out of the pit lane, and I think it's Sabiaka on the first row. So let's see if we can get a clear view on him. Driving out of the pit lane, quite some cars coming out of on the track. But Zabiaka in the racing point will be the first car to set a lap here tonight in qualifying Brazil. Do you have any expectations for the race so far?
No expectations with this friendly race. I think we'll probably get some quick qualies tonight. I know a lot of these guys, especially in mid-gear that I've raced with previously, have a lot of experience in Sao Paulo, so especially Evil Master, I'm expecting. I know he's not racing tonight. Shaq, I know Shaq's got a quick lap on Sao Paulo, so.
Yeah, exactly. I see a few names I've driven against in different leagues, and I know for sure Feral Fury and Barker and FCT the Best will be three of the guys definitely needing to watch an eye on them in this race, because they know how this track works. As Zabiaka just crossed the line, is into turn 1 and going for his first lap. In the meantime, I see Marcos joined us in stream and chats. Welcome to the stream of tonight, Marcos. Also, good luck on the race. He wishes everybody good luck as well. Still on board with Zabiak and a Racing Point, who just got a bit of traffic from Barker in the Alfa Romeo. But he got a lot of space. And it looks like the track is quite full at the moment with cars. And for now it looks like Sabiaka is doing a great job on his lap. And let's see what his first time is gonna be as he now enters the last part of the track. He didn't know DRS, so that's surprising. His lap was invalidated, I guess. No time on the board. And
we have Kron entering the pits as well. I think he might have had some damage or maybe some issue. We had a yellow flag.
Yeah, and I see Feral Fury in the grass. I can't get a clear view on it. Oh yeah, and that's a big hit from the Renault driver into the few of the last corners here in Brazil. And he will be starting at the back. Well, the times are streaming in. We got Bruno on... No, we got Boris on pole position, on the mediums even. That's a great lap from the Renault driver there. Bruno joined him in P2. And everything seems to be very close on the first stint.
Yeah, I agreed. I expect a lot of these guys though on the softs to improve their laps next. Seems a little bit 109's a little bit slow from Zabajaka, so we'll see if he can improve that in the next.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Barker took away the pole position from Boris. We're on the soft tire with a 179. That's a 2/10 improvement on pole position lap. And somehow I do have a glitch of Shack Attack fastest lap, but I hope it will disappear any moment. Switching to ST the Best, who just did a purple sector 1 in the Williams. Oh, but he invalidated on turn 4. 5, excuse me, he did it on turn 5. And yeah, that's unfortunate for the Williams driver who needs to save tires now. As we look for another car going for a quick lap. Sabiaka did set a lap in. Prophetic in the Mercedes here, getting a bit of traffic for Spritz, but he gets out of the way nicely. And now on to Sector 2. The Mercedes driver who had a great race yesterday in Suzuka. Coming from the back all the way to P6, I believe. So he will definitely close off F1 2020 with a screamer and some real good pace.
Yellow flag in Sector 3. Looks like Rusty has a low fuel mode, so we pull into the pits now.
Yeah,
and watching.
And that's pole position. And Smirnotla goes over it with a 174 on the medium tire. And that's an amazing lap from the driver there in the Williams. It's grabbing the pole position on a medium tire. Barpatik had it for a moment, but then got taken away with 4/10 by the Williams. FCT the best, who is in the pit lane at the moment, just entered, and Mirko will go for his first lap, while the Ferrari of Alain Cron is going over the line, and he goes to P11 with a 191. A few guys joined us in chat in the meantime. Octavio shouting for CDR, him and his teammate.
What would you say the preferred strats for tonight? I'd say definitely mediums and softs.
Yeah, if you can extend the medium or the soft tire long enough on track, I really think you can have a great strategy on the one stop. But we all know Brazil can be a pain on tire wear, especially if you need to push hard, which tonight I really think will be definitely going. I think a lot of cars will definitely need to push the car to the limit.
Yep.
Well, Marcos in the Ferrari actually took P7 on his lap. And that makes almost all the cars on tonight's grid on a lap time. Mirko having a purple sector here as I just switched to his car. Let's see what he's gonna do. DRS open onto the straight, and it's a 179, gives him a P4, and that's a great lap from the AlphaTauri driver here, just behind Flying Boy Val in the Mercedes, who's going in at the moment, and that gives only FCT the best, who didn't set a lap so far. Maybe he will be waiting for the last moment, I have no idea.
Yeah, Mirko might be looking to improve with setting that lap time on 2-lap-old softs for the start of the race, which can definitely affect the race for him. So.
And on car stream I got Octavio going off track and into the wall. Well, I'm watching Barker with the purple sector 2. And that's a pole position, and what a lap from the Alfa Romeo driver here at Brazil with a 1.72. And for everybody who just tuned in on the stream, welcome to RPM Esports. It's Sao Paulo, Brazil, with on commentary always Rick and Matt Johnston. And with 7 minutes to go, only one car left to do a lap, and I'm really looking for the cars on a great lap at the moment. Boris is close on the medium tires, but he's up on time. Bruno invalidated his lap. Let's see, Spritz also invalidated his lap, and I think Shakatek is just behind him in the McLaren.
So FCT the best to set a lap. I don't even think he's come out of the pits yet.
Yeah, he did one out lap and he invalidated.
Ah, okay.
And didn't decide to go out just yet at the moment.
Okay.
Yes, we are on board with Shakatek in the McLaren now onto the finishing line, but he's way up time, so he won't be setting a new lap. Then let's see if he... Oh, and the Kron just at the right moment is improving 1.82, and that gives him P11 just in front of his teammate, who is just went out of the pit box for an improvement lap from him. Flying Boy Val on a lap as well in the medium tires. 1/10 up on time. Surprisingly, a lot of cars taking the medium strategy at the beginning.
It's going to be good for those guys on the mediums towards the top half of the grid.
Yeah, definitely. I think, but as the car from Big Puggy being on a 3-lap old medium tires, that won't help a lot in the beginning of the race, I guess. But also see Shakatek on 3-lap old
Softs, yeah.
soft tires. Well, I fixed a small mistake from mine, not putting in the...
Shock seems to have retired the car in sector 2.
Oh, and let's see if we can get a view on that. It's a racing point nearby.
Yeah.
And that's Sabiaka. Oh, and the car is gone. That's a shame.
It didn't appear for Shock that he crashed. It looked like he just drove off and actually, manually retired.
Oh, okay, so he didn't crash off.
No, he didn't crash. He was well, as far as I could see, he was driving really slow.
Ah, okay, so that will explain a lot. In the meantime, Cosmo joined us in the race with 3 minutes to go. And Zabiaka actually sprung up to P13 on his new lap. We were just on board with him. And FCT the best still didn't decide to set in a lap. Well, we are on board with Octavio, who's 3/10 up on his time, and that will definitely improve some places, but not much. Oh, and he's going in, so no lap from him, as Mirko is on a lap But he's in sector 1. Let's see what his sector is gonna do. Oh, purple one. He did improve.
You Paul from Boris, 17.2.
Oh, and that's very, very close to Barker.
Very close.
It's only 500 difference between the Renault and Alfa Romeo. Currently on pole position. Yeah, so far we had a great qualifying session based on times, as top 10 is all within a second on each other. Actually, top of 13, 14, yeah, 14 plays till P1 is all within a second, and that should definitely show some great battling this evening.
It's like Prof Pratik just jumped up to P4. Pretty sure.
Oh yeah, that's a great lap from him then. Flying Boy Val was in the top 5 as well, but went down to P9 at the moment, but he's on a new lap. And so is Bruno. And he did a purple sector too. And FCT the best is currently also on track. So is Cosmo, by the way. So let's switch to him after the Red Bull crossed the line. And it's a 1.8 flat, which gives him P12. And there comes Cosmo in the AlphaTauri on the last corner. DRS open. And it's 1.7.185. Give him P15. And another member of CDR just joined us in chat. Miss Quetta. I hope I pronounced it well. Welcome to the stream of RPM. As we are on board with the Williams driver, FCT the best. He's a bit struggling on the grip on the exit there. But and he invalidated another lap. And he won't crush the line on time to do a new one. And that gives him P19. One of the fastest guys on grids for sure. All the way at the back for this race tonight.
Octavio also failing to improve. Now driving into the pits.
Oh, and
P18.
I do see the Ferrari of Kron is actually 5/10 up on time. And what gives him... And that's P5, and that's a big improvement of the Ferrari driver. He's getting in 10 places on his last lap in that Red Devil car. And that should be it for qualifying tonight, seeing the last cars who were on grid just went into the pit lane. And the rest are a checkered flag. So we got Boris in P1 with the 1.723, and then Smilodla actually having the same time as Barker. Smilodla actually being on the medium tire, so that will definitely be something to be talked about after the race. Barker on P3, then we got Property at P5. Len just did an amazing last lap, getting him into P5. Mirko got in P6. Shimps P7. Shack Attack retired early in the qualifying. On P8, Then we have Big Buggy in the Haas joining Flying Boy Val in 9 and 10. Spritzy in P11. 12 and 13 we got Marcos and Huss. Then Bruno and Zabiaka are at 14 and 15. Cosmo, who joined late in qualifying, did set a lap, and that's P16 for him. Rusty Oilcan at P17. Octavio in P18, and unfortunately, FT the Best and Pharaoh Fury couldn't set a lap in this qualifying. After tonight's qualifying, do you have any predictions on the podium now?
I could see either maybe Boris or Baka, Prof Batik maybe getting some places on the podium, maybe taking the win.
And based on the midfield, seeing everybody within a second from P15 on, how do you think the race will go on in the midfield of the pack?
I think it's going to be probably quite a bit of a train going on. A lot of fighting, especially in the two DRS zones. But besides that, I could see a little bit of a train forming.
Yeah, definitely. And turn one?
Turn one is going to be a bit hectic, having 20 cars on the grid. Hopefully everybody can keep it nice and safe with it just being a friendly race. No incidents, unlike Suzuka, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, everybody will be showing what they got in the last race for 2020 as we switch off to the formation lap and watch the fitted tires at the moment. Somehow Cosmo was set behind Pharaoh Fury, although he did set a lap. So that's unfortunate for him. Maybe speeding in the pit lane, getting 5 positions. It's possible. Pharaoh Fury at the back with ST the Best. I think that's going to be an amazing fight, seeing those two so close behind each other. The best actually on a medium tire. So Rusty Oil Can and Sabiaka are on the mediums, and Spritz and Marcos and Huss also joined the medium tire. The rest of the grid will be, yeah, of course, the Shimps and Sminota are on the mediums as they qualified on them. The rest of the grid will be starting on a soft tire, and that will be meaning they go for a early sprint race to get as much positions in as possible. As we are on board with the Renault of Boris, who is now forming the grid again. He actually took quite a gap together with Sminotla. The guy's already showing those are fast drivers and want to get the race over with as quickly as possible. Property, Alan Cron, Big Puggy and Flying Boy Val actually already joined them on grid.
Cron looks like him and Propertique as well as Big Puppy, Flying Boy. Bit of a collision.
Yeah, a little touching there from the 4 cars. Pit stop strategies. Soft to hard or soft medium. Starting on the mediums, you can go for soft, medium soft. And of course, there's no doubt there is a possible way to extend the soft tires if you are new tires at least, to try and make the soft medium work.
Yeah.
And then we are lights on with 4 lights, 5 lights, and now the cars will be revving, and there we go, it's on in Brazil. RPM Esports in the last race of F1 2020, and we already see some fighting down the grids, and seems like everybody going through clean. No, we have a yellow flag, and that's for Octavio. Did he got damage though? No, he didn't got damage, so I think he just outbraked himself a bit. As Boris pulls away already with Spinotla behind him on a few tenths. Barker had a great start as well, but is not on
Safety car, virtual safety car.
Oh, yeah, we do have
Octavio off, Cosmo off as well. Looks like Dento had a collision as well as Simps. Oh, some damage there as well. Flying Boy maybe in Spritzy. Seen a chunk of wing just fly off.
Yeah, and
oh,
Cosmo.
And again, looks like 5-second penalties for
Oh,
collision.
and this it's a massive crash here in the back. Shimps had a collision, Flying Boy Val missing some end plates. Spritz actually missing an entire front wing. Luckily it's during a virtual safety car. No, everybody's still driving though. That's a good thing.
Lots of penalties.
Yeah, a lot of penalties just went in. Let's see if they are. I guess they're all 5 seconds. Yeah, 10 seconds though.
As well.
Spritzy and Fair Fury just got 10 seconds penalties. And we are actually already on the third lap already. Wow. A lot of cars going into the pit lane now. And actually Shim's overtaking someone during the pit lane. It was Cosmo. He took out the board though, doing it. So for everybody need to go to the pits, it's 80 miles per hour.
A lot of drivers serving the 5-second penalty in the pits.
Yeah, of course. I would have done that as well, knowing you basically on a 2-stopper anyway. So
yeah.
Further of all, it does seem like everybody went through clear. FCT the best actually jumped all the way to P7 due to all the collisions in the first laps of the race. And the times are flying in at the moment. Well, Property is going in as well. Might have some damage. And everybody seems to be going racing again. In the back we have some battling between Spritz, Flying by Val and Shimps. Shimps on a soft tire. He's trying the outside of Flying by Val. And now on the inside, Flying by Val keeping it clean though. Pushing it a little on the grass, but it's still racing, guys. And Flying by Val keeping the position. Oh, and he spun out, and that's into the wall. Oh, and that was unlucky after such a clean race between those two cars. Flying by Val was the victim of what looked like a very, very clean race. And it's out of the session. Really unfortunate for him. So we got another virtual safety car, and it does seem like quite some gaps actually forming between all the cars. Property having 17 seconds already. I hope my tables are right, actually.
Yeah, I think mine are right. Yeah, those pit stops create a lot of gaps. So, it's
check attack going in as well. And in the front we do have Sminotla still on the back of Boris with 8 tenths. And Barker coming in as well. Really showing he is not done fighting for that podium. Slammed in a 3-second gap on Krun. And ST the best is hunting for the tail of Mirko as well. And Buggy is actually overtaking someone now, and it's Shimps, and he overtook him on the medium tire. So really showing he got some pace in that car. But now Shimps will have, I think he got damage.
Some of the faster drivers lapping Octavio down at 10:13 and now onto the streets. Looks like he's pulling into the pits.
And that was an early lap for Octavio. Seeing Boris, Smirnotla and Barker really not waiting.
On the front straight we got a DNF. Oh, I think he retired.
Oh yeah, it's in the pit lane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Barker in a purple sector 1. Right on the tail of Smirnotla in the Williams. These three are definitely making a podium battle out here. In the behind them, Mirko is actually really close on the Ferrari of Kron. And so far it doesn't seem like he's looking for a moment to overtake. Fury now getting the fastest lap in at P13. He started at the back as well, so he's doing a great job. But he got 10 seconds, so he needed to pit early. Still having 5 seconds left. As Barker is now on the DRS on Smirnodla. Is he closing in though? He is closing in, but not enough. Oh, and it's a lock up from the Williams.
Going Kron side by side.
Oh, and it's turn 1. And Kron actually getting the full pressure off FCT the best already. And as you said in the beginning, quite some small DRS trains are forming actually. Oh, and it's lost in fighting here.
Side by side, Kron gets the better exit.
And FCT the best really looking for the moment he can snap in the gap of the two guys battling in front of each other. In front of him. Yeah, we're definitely seeing some great racing here.
I think if FCT is patient here, you know, these two guys could, Kron and Mirko could have a mistake, maybe able to slip past, get a double overtake in.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially down into turn 1.
Yeah, for sure. He's a really experienced driver and knows how to be patient and wait for the moment. And here is the moment, side by side now. And he actually did a purple sector or 3 doing it on the overtake, and he will get another DRS, so that will become handy on the defense. If Barker is now on the tail of the other Williams driver, Sminadla, but still wasn't able to make the overtake. And neither was Sminadla on Boris. Boris doing a great job on those soft tires, but it amazes me how much speed those medium tires have on the track at the moment.
Ooh, Rusty with a nice overtake on Bruno, as well as Farrell Fury on the straight, down into turn 1.
Yeah, there's a lot of fighting going on at the moment. FCT the best now on the back of Kron. Kron, who is a bit in the web, of course, not having DRS and having such a fast guy behind you. FCT the best already through, and that gives him P4. That's a great first 8 laps for FCT, and that's a yellow flag. And it's Mirko in the grass off turn 1, but he didn't got damage though. But he definitely will be having some dirt on those tires. Well, the podium fight is still going on. I'm watch something in the back as Haas is looking at the back of the Bruno. Is Red Bull Farrell Fury going for another fast lap, and Bruno is actually out of the session. So he is an AI driver. That's an easy overtake for Haas. Nevertheless, good positioning from the Haas driver here. As we look at the guy putting in fastest lap after fastest lap, Farrell Fury on the Renault. He's doing an amazing job at the moment, being in P11 after a really bad qualifying.
Yeah, 13 positions now. Just came up from. I think somewhat all might have this, especially going on to the next compound. Somewhat's going to be on them softs. It's going to make a big difference for the second half of the race.
Yeah, for sure. Bruno being the only car on the hard tires actually at the moment. Yes, Farrell Fury now ends his lap. Let's see if he can actually put off another fastest lap here, but I don't think so. No, he's 3/10 up, but still a great lap from him, and really consistent, good driving. Barker seems to be lost a bit on the speed to catch Sminadla. And Sminadla is now making the overtake. Outside line, and it's clean overtake from the Williams driver. Taking P1 now before the entry of turn 1. He did lock up a bit, and now Boris will have the DRS.
Gap just looks a little bit too big.
Yeah, it is way too big. And for Barker it isn't easy as well, as Boris and Sminadla are really fast at the moment. And Boris having DRS, it's not easy for the Alfa Romeo driver here to close in a lot.
Lots of dirty air from the both of them for Barker.
Yeah, for sure. As Rusty Oyoka now gets the pressure of the Haas of Huss in sector 3. DRS is coming open now. Did he make it before turn 1? No, he doesn't. Bit of late braking there, but no touching. Oh, and it did look like Huss had a better exit there, but Rusty Oil Can had a better one.
Still down the inside.
And that's a send in.
That's it.
Excuse me.
That's P12.
Yeah, and that's a P12 for the Haas driver there, who now needs to defend against the McLaren of Rusty Oil Can. Spritzy actually really close now on Bruno. And that's a late call, but he did lost the position again. Oh, and he spun.
Fury. Oh. Gone around the outside of Shaq and.
Oh, and it's a nice battle, and this is what we're gonna see.
Nice and clean into turn 1.
Yeah, definitely, and that's a done job from Feral Fury, now currently in P10. As we switch back to Spritzy, who lost a lot of time by spinning out after trying to make the overtake on Bruno, his car. Oh, and Boris actually is fighting. Oh no, Sminadla is actually in the pit lane, so Boris taking P1 back and Barker is going for P2. FC the best, his teammate is now at P3. Sminadla 11 laps in and going for the soft tire. Is that an early call, you guess? Or
yeah, I think that's an early call, maybe a medium soft.
Could be a team strategy as well, of course. Both cars were on the medium strategy.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Looks like Cosmo onto the grass.
And it is Cosmo. Did he cause damage? I think he did, yeah.
As far as I can see, no.
Yeah, I got a really weird view on it. I think he got through.
Seems to be driving really slow though.
Oh yeah, he did get damage. Yeah, a lot of it.
The right hand side.
Spritzy again. Second attempt on the overtake on Bruno, and there it is. Late braking, turn 1. And now he did keep it on the right line. Pulling away on the mediums already. But behind him there are 2 cars on the DRS. Actually, one of them is Big Puggy, who just overtook Bruno, his car as well, and does seem to be having a way more overspeed than Spritz at the moment.
Somewhat with the overtaking now on Virgo. Down into turn 4.
And that's a nice one out of the books. Oh, and we have a yellow flag again. It's Rusty Oil Can in the grass. Oh, and that was
the grass.
There was a late call from Rusty Oil Can. Oh, he retired. There was an on-track retirement, so not the best way to end it. but so far no one got damage on it. And the car is parked nicely on the grass at the track, and no one will have any problems.
Big Buggy just got an overtake down on Spritzy into turn 1. Now in the second DRS zone, can Spritzy get some time back? Poor entry into turn 5.
Minota actually really pulling away that Williams on the soft tire. Already going for the overtake on P4, and that's a clean job done. Cosmo actually went in and for the medium tires. Also, Kron is now in the pit lane, just out of the pit lane, and gets in the full pressure from Property, side by side going. Ferrari and Mercedes here, and Property going a bit wide. Ooh, and that was close.
That was close coming back onto the track.
Yeah, that was almost wheel banging, but they came through clean, and the Ferrari driver is in P8. Spritz now on the pit.
And Bakker seem to be fighting. Down into turn 1.
Oh yeah, and it's only a 10th.
Boris with the better exit into turn 3, it looks like.
Yeah, Boris keeping the position at the moment, but it seems like he is using quite some ERS. But so does Bakker.
Yeah, Bakker looks like he's picked up himself a 3-second time penalty. So that's definitely going to change the podium.
Yeah, he needs to be pulling away now, as FCT the best is still closing in on the guys in front of him, and only behind there it's 9 seconds.
Bakker off onto the grass into sector 3.
Oh yeah, and that's a podium position gone. Minota now coming on the full power of the soft tires, fresh soft tires, and I think Bakker, this is the call for him to go in, and he does. And that makes 2 Williams currently on podium, but it's still 16 laps in because 20 laps to go. But Minota and FCT the best are doing an amazing job, especially seeing FCT coming all the way from the back. Same counts for Feral Fury.
Boris now exiting the pits in P4, so that's going to definitely be interesting with FCT and Samotla for the podium.
And he got a lot of free air there. There's no traffic at all, no pressure. I can't say for the same for Bakker, who is just under the full pressure of Prof Fatigue and Kron, as Bakker chose the hard tires to end the race on.
Interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Basically, at the moment, Marcos and FCT the best are looking for, in my opinion, the try to go medium softs. And of course, we can't see the tire wear, currently still not, but they're 16 laps in.
Yeah, I feel like Bakker could probably have squeezed out some mediums there.
Oh, the Spritzy actually spinning it around.
Sector 3.
Yeah, on the grass, also on the hard tires, and that's some position lost. There's Bakker and Property got side by side. Bakker keeping it hard though, and taking his line back, and he doesn't got the DRS, but he will now. And Property is right on his tail. Turn 4. Turn 4. Bakker going a bit wide, but keeps his line though, and keeps the position. Now Property going for another attack, and this is a dangerous one, and that's almost hooking in. Ooh.
Very close.
That was a dangerous move, but clean and amazing driving from the Mercedes and Alfa Romeo here. and actually Kron is having a great view on what's happening in front of him.
Property gone to the grass there. Poor exit down at 10, 13. So
yeah, Property really pushing those
also,
ERS.
Yeah, ERS 0%.
No ERS left. Barker is on 30%. Taking the outside line. Property dive bombing into turn 1. But couldn't manage to make the overtake. Got some dirty air there. On the exit. And now they're going again. Property again out inside line. Barker going wider. And he keeps it on line. Barker is defending amazing.
I think Property just needs to be a little bit patient now, save up some ERS. You know, he's on 14 lap mediums. Needs to get the move done soon, but
yeah, and of course this all in front of Grun, who actually gains time by seeing Property battling it out between Barker and himself. And yeah, Property not being able to overtake the Alfa Romeo at the moment.
yeah, back down to 4% ERS now on the main street. And he's on 0%.
And you can really see if Property just shaved a bit more ERS.
Yeah, definitely. I think if he was a bit more patient, then he could have got it done within the next lap.
And this is the wrong line for the Mercedes here. Trying to make the overtake on the over the grass work actually.
Yeah, it looks like he had some grip issues as well as a bit of lack of downforce.
Yeah, well those mediums are 15 lap old. But then again, FC the best currently already on 19 lap old medium tires. And
Boris now going down the inside of Marco into P3, so that puts Boris on the podium.
Yeah, and those fresh mediums really pulling off now. Really doing their job. And as I said in the beginning of the race, I'm really amazed on how fast the medium and hard tires are on this track. With the right setup, you can pull away easily on those tires.
Oh, bit of damage there from that Barker.
Yes. Yeah, they're still fighting it off, and there comes the Ferrari. No, he went on the grass a bit.
Looks like Kron's got damage, I'm pretty sure.
No, still end plates on. Might still be a small bit of front wing, but I can't see anything. But you did say Barker got some damage.
Oh, it's Property. There's damage on the right side of his wing. So that's, I mean, he'll be looking for a pit soon anyway with them mediums.
Yeah, but this will cost him a lot of time after such a great battle.
That lack of VRS as well.
Yeah, he really should save more on the ERS there. And that's Marcos into the pit lane. Now on the fresh soft tires. And Mirko is just in front of him.
Kron looking to make the move on Property down the inside of turn 4.
And it's done.
That's a clean move.
Property now really feeling the damage of the front wing, I guess.
Ooh, yellow flag in sector 2. Looks like Husk.
Yeah.
Just went off track a little bit.
Yeah, I think it was slowing down for blue flag since Smirnotla is...
Oh,
okay. No, FC the best is right in front of him. FC the best actually pitted. I didn't notice. He actually went in and is now on fresh soft tires on P3. So extended the tires to lap 22, and that will mean he will definitely drive it out on the soft tires now. 14 laps, new soft tires. I think it's possible. Oh, and that's
Cosmo
off.
into turn 1.
And that's wing damage again for the AlphaTauri driver here, who is having a really unfortunate night.
Yeah, looks like he might lose that space to Spritzy now if he comes into the pits. Just a 3-second gap.
Yeah, for sure, and he won't be able to close in enough on the car in front of him. Barker now coming up to Bruno. His car maybe getting a... Oh, and he gets an early space to overtake. He was maybe hoping on a DRS there, but the game didn't allow him to get it. As FCT the best is actually... I took P2 already.
Wow.
And with his teammate in front of him on the soft tire 10 laps in, who is on a 2-stop strategy then. This will definitely be interesting to see what the Williams are going to do. Because if Smirnov Laporte pits now, he will be coming back to P3. Getting Boris into the Williams sandwich.
I think we might see a 1-2 here for the Williams.
Yeah, I guess as well.
Back over 17-second gap to Boris is
Feral Fury
quite a big gap.
Yeah, and Feral Fury just made the overtake on Property, who still has wing damage, I guess. He doesn't actually. No, he doesn't. But Feral Fury having a way better speed at the moment on those medium tires, who are 5 laps. Oh, a bit of rear spinning actually, just as I said it. So that's a commentator curse, and I won't be talking about it anymore. Marcos not that far behind Mirko though, and he is on fresh soft tires. Oh, Property battling it out with Feral Fury again, and that's the outside line. Feral Fury breaking later and keeping his racing line. Inside now. Oh, this is a nice battle between those two cars. Feral Fury now actually on the outside. Property having a DRS, but Fury taking the inside line, and can he keep the position? No, he doesn't. And this is amazing battling from the Mercedes driver, who already had the same thing with... Oh, and it's a late break. Yeah, that's a late break, and I think Feral Fury will admit it as well. That's a damage for him. But with only 11 laps to go, I don't think he will be going for another pit stop. And Zabiaka actually disconnected to the race as well, as Shack Attack is now overtaking his car on the DRS outside line, and there is the job done, giving Shack Attack P9, and that's a bit more points. Not that it counts, but it's a bit more points. In the meantime, Smirnodla went in and is only 3.5 seconds behind Boris on fresh soft tires. So I think the 1-2, as you predicted, Matt, for the Williams are coming closer.
Be interesting now to see if Smoller can go for faster lap.
Yeah, for sure.
Take it from his teammates. From his teammate.
It will be in between the teams though, so I don't think any one of those two drivers will care about that 1 point.
Yep.
So far today at Brazil in this grid lineup, which is a mixed division, of course.
Mirko now going on Kron down the inside on
yeah, I caught it on
floor.
stream. Just watching it, and Mirko now back in P5. And Barker being in a bit in no man's land on those hard tires in the Alfa Romeo. As Alan Cron and Mirko still battling it out though. Take a small bit look at the penalties currently. FCT the best does have 3 seconds, but it won't affect his current position as he has a 4.6 second gap on Boris. Then we have Barker with 6 seconds, Mirko with 6 seconds, and Alan Cron with 3 seconds. So if he can keep, actually both the Ferraris will battle it out now. So let's keep a close eye on it for a moment. As Marcos is having the DRS, but no, the gap was too big. Coming back to the penalties, Cron will keep the position of P5 if he can keep it within the 3 seconds between them. And then we have Shack Attack actually on 9 seconds already. But won't lose a position. Zabiaka's car on 3 seconds. Hus is on 3 seconds. Feral Fury is on 3 seconds. And Cosmo getting the top in with 12 seconds. Penalties. And there comes Minotla on the first straight. Inside line, and there we go, it's an overtake done, and that brings Williams in 1 and 2. If by any chance Sminotlab is fast enough to get closer to his teammate, he will even take the win. But FCT the best is having all the free air he needs though. Although he does get some traffic.
Yeah, I definitely think it's possible for Smotler to take the win. 5.6 seconds, 2 laps off, 8 laps to go. He's got plenty of time.
Yeah, for sure. While Spritz takes P14 away from Bruno, giving him a precision up, as he didn't have the best race so far of himself. Feral Fury did go in, by the way, and went for the soft tires. Maybe looking for a late sprint race here. And well, now at the currently moment, the gap's starting to form.
Barker seems to have lost quite a bit of pace now, down to 20 seconds to Boris.
Yeah, and Mirko is actually closing in as well, and I don't know how those guys are looking on penalties, but they both have 6 seconds. Oh, but Marcos is actually quite close still as well, and he will take 2 positions at the moment, if it keeps like this.
As well, if Kron can get in the DRS of Marcos, then anything could happen.
And in the current shot I can see very clear FC the best is in quite some traffic now, but he gets all the space from the drivers in front of him. And
that 3-second penalty from FC the best could cost him the win.
It could cost him the win, yeah. Spinotla already gained a second in 2 laps. Which means if he can keep this pace up, he will lose the position. Oh, he's actually losing some time now. Looks like he's saving himself something. Or not pushing it.
It's like Boris came in the pits and he's on the exit now with Bakker just half a second behind.
Oh, this could be interesting. Boris is on the fresh soft tires, so Bakker won't stand a chance, I guess.
Yeah. Especially this late into the race with that 6-second penalty.
Yeah, for sure. As both the Williams are now a bit in traffic. And there's quite some traffic. Actually, a lot of cars are in blue flag traffic positions or battling it out a lot between each other. It's been not like getting a DRS from Haas, taking the inside line, and Haas giving me all the space. But for sure, without any doubt, FC the best driver of the day, going for one stop and currently holding the race win.
Yeah, 17 positions gained today. Is that a brilliant race?
And let's see if he did. We did have earlier press conference in the Discord channel. I'm just gonna watch if FC the best maybe reacted a bit on the questions asked, but he didn't. That's unfortunate. So we go to the P2. Actually taking the question of what his expectations was on the grid and the race for tonight, and he said there are a lot of fast drivers on track, and he was hoping to win the race for tonight's last race for F1 2020, and for now it does look like he came really close. I don't know if you have the press conference question.
Cosmo just slid right past Smartler, cutting the corner.
Oh, yeah, he got a 10-second as well.
Yeah.
And for the P3 driver at the moment, we have some answers in as well, saying for tonight's race, he really thought the grid looked very, very solid, and hoped to break into top 5, and he did a great job on that, being currently P3. And he said he would hope he could beat his enormous tire consumption, and I think he only were 2 stops, so he did a good job on that.
Three laps now for Smaller for the 1 second. We got a yellow flag in sector 3, looks like Shaq. Possibly.
Yeah, it was Shack Attack in the McLaren. Spun out, I guess. Can't see if he got that. He was on the left side of the track. That's all grass, so I don't think he got any damage.
Bit of contact there between him and Bruno on the straight.
And I couldn't see it from the angle I was watching it from, but yeah, I did see them come close. And FCT the best will take the win at the moment, since Minotla indeed did take a 3-second penalty, which is unfortunate for him. He was doing a really good job.
Yep.
And all the gaps were pretty much formed now, and there's not a lot of exciting moments going on, as I do see FC the best is now getting quite some traffic. Oh, and also
yellow flag in sector 2.
That's Cosmo again on the grass. and a lot of wing damage as well. No, just an end plate. Cosmo, who was with me on comms yesterday after he had a really tough race after only one turn. And Fair Fury actually got 5 seconds for ignoring blue flags, which is quite a thing because he seems to be faster than FC the Best.
Yeah, getting real close to Shaq now after Shaq had that spin.
Maybe needs to have a look to let FC the Best pass, since he has 13 seconds worth of penalties now and Shaq has 9. And Cosmo retired in pit lane. Really unfortunate race for the driver. And Fair Fury late break. Oh, but that was a really late but clean break. Oh, and
contact there, Shaq's off,
yeah,
and damage
Shaq attack.
for FCT. His FCT crashes into Shaq.
Yeah, maybe some small bits, but he does seem to have an end plate still.
Oh,
so
okay.
No worries on that.
There's definitely contact.
Yeah, Shaq attack trying to get the inside, I think, as I could see.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to switch back. And
yeah, but it just wouldn't fit. This guy actually gives Hush quite a improvement on time, and maybe he can look to have one last attack and taking one last place in the last moments, and he did, and Shaq attack actually let him pass, knowing he will take the position anyway. And there we have it. The final lap of the race is done by the winner of tonight's race, FCT the Best. And as you predicted early in the race, Matt, it's a 1-2 for Williams. Boris getting into P4 is 2 positions higher than he predicted. He wanted to do a P3, sorry. Top 5 position. Barker keeping a clean and nice race. Taking P4 at the moment still, but he will drop back, I guess. No, he will. P5. Marcos actually P4 now. Mirko taking P6. Kron and Kron and Haas driver actually finishing in style.
so we had a
yeah, making crash, and property goes behind it as well, and that's a way to end the game. After such a long year on this game, we are switching to the new one, which will be F1 2021, and our season will start in that game as well. It was a pleasure having the last race here tonight. Matt, any last words for the stream?
No, but I've really enjoyed tonight, and I'm looking forward to F1 2021 with the new braking, new traction control. See how drivers adapt to the new game.
Yeah, exactly. So. And I feel exactly the same thing. There's our podium, 2 Williams drivers and a Renault. And then we'll close down. So everybody, thanks for tuning in on tonight's race. Matt, thanks for joining me and co-commentary.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll see you this season again. Everybody, thanks again for the tune in. Have a great evening. And see you again in F1 2021. Have a great evening, guys.